Hello, everyone. So, today I have a bonus video for you. And as you can see, I already have a room built. This is a art studio that I did for the Spencer Kim Lewis Townie Refresh. I'll link to that video up above here. And you can check out the original build there. But I wanted to update it a little bit with all of the new stuff. I'm not going to update the actual build because that is a base game only build. So if you want to add all this fun art stuff in there, the room is on the gallery now. So I just wanted to go through, and there's a couple of builds that I already did that I wanted to just add to. So those are kind of bonus content at the beginning of this video. So here's the next one. I did an entire art gallery / studio build. So I really wanted to redo this one for sure because it was fun gameplay. I played in this in a legacy game I did, I believe, about 2 years ago. So it really hasn't been updated. There's not a whole lot to update with it, but the upper apartment, I believe, has been renovated, but I haven't done anything with the studio because there wasn't anything to do. So I went ahead and did that. If I have a build on the channel of this, I will link to it. If there's no link, I don't have a build. I can't remember if this was one I recorded or not. So if there is, you saw a link. If not, it is on the gallery, so you can download it. Again, it is updated. I have an updated complete build for this one. So that just went up today. And I have to say, I love this new pack. It's been quite a bit of fun to revisit these old builds and update them with it. It's definitely added a little more something to the game. With this build, this studio I designed as like a classroom studio. So having these additional items really just kind of finishes it, I think. The original studio still, had some cool stuff in it, but it looks so much more like an art studio now than it did before, and I'm really happy with this. I hope you guys check that build out because that, as I said, was a lot of fun to play in. I just bought a lot and then moved my sim in as a business owner. That was before I was using mods. So that's definitely an option. And it was so much fun to run the gallery. So there's walls, there's all this stuff to put artwork on and sell. So that's a lot of fun. All right, so just kind of adding a few little touches here. And again, cluttering it up, making it look like it is an artist studio. And I definitely love this. I'll probably be using this pack in quite a few builds, or at least parts of it, just because it's just a very cool and fun pack to use and works so well with base game items. So now we are on to the official build for the pack. And what I decided I wanted to do was create a artist cottage. And I really didn't think this was going to take me too long to do, but between a couple of game issues on my end, not, the game itself, I had to restart the game 3 times. So that was me. I use Better Build Buy, and I had forgotten I had taken all of my mods out with the update yesterday, and I hadn't put any back in yet just because I didn't do building this morning. Usually in the morning I do building, but I am on vacation, I'd like to say I'm, relaxing, but I have spent the last 3 days organizing and cleaning my apartment. So I was doing some organizing, bill paying, things like that. So I had to fix some things when I went in to build today. So with this little cottage, I decided originally it was going to have a very kind of rustic exterior and then be updated and modern in the inside. So the artist I pictured was a woman who loves yellow. So she went in, updated it, and put a bunch of yellow stuff in it. Okay, so this is now my yellow artist house. That's not what it's called on the gallery. It is Cottage, and it is on the gallery. I also did play test it, so it's good to go. And I really am loving how this looks. I don't use yellow in builds very often, but this looks really good. I actually like it quite a bit. It's also very easy to change out if you don't want yellow. But I had to use like some of these new colors. I'm not sure if the yellow is a new color or not, but I had to use it. It just, I don't know, spoke to me at the moment. So I wanted to create, like I said, this kind of modern look to this cottage. And then originally I was going to keep it rustic outside. I did change the outside at the end, just in case I forget to point that out. Because sometimes I get talking and I just want to talk. I also currently have a cat right next to me who is demanding attention because I'm talking. He wanted nothing to do with me until I started this video. Or started recording the voiceover for this video, I should say. So, because my artist likes yellow so much, I decided to use this artist bed. And I just think it fits. It looks really good. It fits the color vibe. And I think it's just great. So, went through that. Had trouble with the rugs. Could not find a rug I like. Sims team, we need some rugs updated, please. New colors. Maybe a couple new rugs. That'd be great. I know you gave us bars, but we have lots of bars. We need rugs. More rugs and curtains. All right. Done with my rant. Promise. But I do also want to point out with this little cottage that I left the walls to an extent kind of bare so that when you're playing, you could hang your artwork and not have to necessarily move a whole bunch of stuff. Now, originally I was thinking I would budget this build. I did not. So it is, I think, a 57,000 simoleon home. But it's okay. It's a nice little, like I said, artist retreat, I guess, is kind of what my thought was with this. But it works perfectly fine as a, actual home and, your main home or whatever. But I kind of thought it might be fun as like a vacation home or something too. But however you want to play in it. Now I'm just kind of cluttering up a few things before heading up to the loft upstairs. And I love this loft. I loved how it turned out. It was always my intent to make the artist, studio area this loft. I had thought about making the bedroom up there, but I decided no, I want to make the studio area the loft. So I decided to leave it open. I didn't want to close it up. Add in all these windows, and none of the windows up here have curtains. I just decided that, that needed to happen. They want light. You want light when you're an artist. You don't necessarily want curtains in all your windows. So that is one reason I did not put curtains in. Now, that being said, I do block a window. It is not the window I just blocked. I change it around. I did struggle a little bit trying to get everything in I wanted to, because I wanted her to have 2 easels. I wanted kind of some display stuff. And I say her because that was a sim in my head. Um, but I definitely wanted it to look like it was a used studio. So here you can see I'm looking at, well, maybe I can bring this out to create some more room up here. It was going to bust into my windows, so I didn't like it. So I thought, well, maybe I can pull this room out and have it look weird outside. And I really didn't like that either. So I played, changed things up a little bit, and I think it looks really good the way I ended up doing it. So that makes me happy. And a lot of it was I was trying to put too many focal points into the room, I think. So once I just kind of created this one little space that would be where, she paints, that made it work out so much better. I absolutely love this. Everything works. I did put in this wood workbench just because it's in the pack. And, maybe she's a sculptor as well. So that could be fun. All right, and then you just using some other base game, art type items here as well. I didn't want to just ignore those because I love these paintings and then the blank canvases as well. So those are always handy to have. And now I'm just kind of cluttering up everything and making it feel more like, a little bit of a chaotic studio. That was the vibe I was going for, of not too much chaos, but a little bit. Okay, so I also wanted to do a little bit outside. I didn't want to just, build the house and go, here you go. So I thought at first I wanted to fence this in and kind of create this back deck or side deck area. And eventually I just decided I hate how it looks and get rid of that fence. This roof also bothered me a lot, but I think I kind of figured it out. We really need a base game post that's just a straight up without any weird things attached to it. I'm just saying, Sims team. Not that you listen to me, because I'm a very small channel and I have no influence whatsoever on anything. And that's fine. Well, maybe influence on my cat, but probably not. Both of them are very, very, very independent, but at the same time, constantly need attention. So, yeah, as I'm saying this, I had to pick up my cat because he was trying to rub against my microphone. So he's now being held and snuggled, and I think he's happy. So we'll see. All right. So here, this little corner, I just wanted to create this nice little, I don't know, garden-y space area. And, of course, I decided Sim's also a little bit of a gardener. Maybe it's flowers so she can paint them. That was kind of my thought with that. I mean, maybe there's food in there too, but her going ahead and, planting some flowers to paint, I thought was a cool idea. So I put the garden beds out there. Now I'm just kind of trying to figure out all these, bushes and where those should sit, and stairs and all that fun stuff. And once I get that figured out, I did all that first because I wanted a cute path that kind of went back to that little garden area that I built. Not the beds, but the other garden space. And I really wanted to use this new pathing, but it just wasn't giving the vibe off that I wanted for it. So I ended up getting rid of that and then using this existing pathing we had, which was perfect. So the reason I wanted all that done is so that I could put this cute little painting area in here. And I used one of the easels we already had in the game and another unlockable little shelf there. and then just put in a couple items from the new kit. And I absolutely love that little spot. I think it's just very cute. It's good for just reference painting, I think. So hopefully if you download this and use it, it's useful for you, and helps in your artist dreams. So just kind of finishing up things here, adding a grill, table, putting in some lighting, and just kind of, checking it over, making sure I like how it looks. And this is when I kind of start thinking, I don't like the outside anymore. I don't like that vibe, because the inside ended up so like nice and updated. So then I decided we're going to go all out with the yellow. So it is a yellow house, and I like it. It works. I think it's fun, and I hope you find it fun too. So I am going to let you guys take a look at the photos, and I will be right back. All right, so I hope you enjoy this bonus build that I decided to do today. I am going to have another bonus build for the new nursery pack on Saturday, so make sure to check that out. And I do have the third episode of the Occult Legacy Challenge going up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So check that out as well. I hope you guys liked the video, and I also hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.